welcome back to Mega Reacts. Today we're going to be watching Babylon 5, Season 4, Episode 21. Last episode, we took Earth. We have Earth under our control. We won. Clark is dead. We have victory. My God, it's been a long time coming, right? But we finally have victory. Victory is life. I love it. Speaking of life, Marcus is giving his life to save Ivanova. I have no doubt he will be dead, but Ivanova will live. He might not die right away. I think Ivanova had a few hours, so he'll probably have a few hours. Ivanova will wake up. They'll get to talk. He'll get to talk to Marcus. They'll get some sort of closure. I don't know, but Ivanova's going to be okay, I think. And that's just fine with me. Nothing really else to say. We won, and it was pretty damn simple at the end. Like, we just went in there and we whooped some ass, and the president took his own life, and we blew up his little scorched earth scenario plan. And yeah, the day's won. So let's just get into episode 21. See what happens, see what we go through. It'll probably going to be Sheridan going to Earth, talking to politicians and Congress or whatever the hell they have. And it'll be a lot of talking and the path forward for planet Earth. And also a lot of Babylon 5, Ivanova, Marcus, Franklin shit. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Let's just get into it. But before we do, come on this journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega. Let's get into it. ISN Network News Special Report.
Can confirm now that President Clark took his own life at 2:53 a.m. EST.
Yes, he did.
Rather than face trial for his actions.
Traitor to Earth, God.
For examination and documentation by the Justice Department.
They're going hard, man.
After the battle, Sheridan surrendered to Earth Force authorities, who will now decide whether or not charges will be pressed for his actions taken during.
There will be no charges because he won. Like I said before,
Acting President
there's no charges if you win.
Urged the public to remain calm.
I wonder how many people who were more than willing to follow Clark as they were getting paid and power and money are now going to be just victims of circumstance. We didn't know. I tell you who it's going to be. Those with money and power. All of the little people who were pro Clark and doing evil shit, they're the ones that are going to be brought out and shot. And maybe a couple of the higher ups just for the fucking optics, okay? But for the most part, anyone with power and influence are going to be just fine. That is the nature of the beast. The nature of the beast. Oh, he done passed out. Oh my God! What's he doing? No! He's saving a life.
Critical treatment seems to have worked.
What about Marcus?
When we found him, he was in complete metabolic shutdown. Heartbeat, brain activity. The machine had completely drained his life energy and transferred it to Commander Ivanova.
She's stable?
After fashion.
Worth it, baby. Marcus, I love you, dude. But what a way to go out.
I didn't want him to. I never would have asked him to.
You didn't have to. That's love. The whole reason he joined was because he couldn't save the people he loved, and he felt such guilt about that for not listening to them, not helping them, and they died. He's not going to let that happen again to someone he loves. He will give his life. He did give his life for you. His choice. It's not on you, Ivanova. It was his choice, and he would make it again and again and again. He was able to save someone he loved. Honorable way to go out, my dude.
And I remember the last thing I thought was, I'm gonna die now. It wasn't so bad. And then I heard this voice coming from far away saying,
Dying's easy. Living's hard.
I love you.
Oh, it was his
And I
voice.
thought, was this God? Is this God? I mean, he really did have an English accent, just like in all those old movies.
She is killing it with the
And then
acting,
I
though.
felt myself
Honestly.
being pulled down, and I got heavy, so heavy, and tired, and I was forced my eyes open. And there he was next to me, and we were hooked into that damn machine. And you know, all my life I've had problems with relationships. You may have noticed.
That's because your blonde-headed girlfriend got taken away. Broke all of our hearts.
And I knew he loved me. I knew it.
I know you did. But
I
I
just didn't want to admit it.
don't think you loved him.
And he gave so much.
Not-
He wanted so little in return. He just
not
wanted
in the
a
same
kind
way.
word or a smile. And I was afraid.
Maybe, but I don't think so.
You knew it wasn't going to work out. You were just protecting yourself.
Oh, and he's losing his best bud, too. I mean, really.
Maybe I should have just tried one more time.
No,
I've done that for him.
it never would have worked.
No, I can't.
You like ladies. Come on, be honest. Just because he had long hair.
At least I should have boffed him just once.
Well, I mean, honestly.
Boffed.
Yeah, boffed.
Did you just say boffed?
Ain't you ever boffed nobody, Franklin? I know you boff all your patients.
Londo.
You're late.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was just that, you know, this is a matter of state business. I think we should,
Oh, Jakar, when we're en route to Earth, I will give you some ideas how to deal with your little problem.
The 2-minute man.
problem.
Oh, no, that's nothing.
You're going to be Emperor Londo.
Emperor,
Wonderful.
your vision.
Yes, Veer, wonderful news.
Londo, I thought you would come.
Come, we really should hurry. Otherwise, we'll have to put up with a cranky Nan all the way to Earth.
Londo's getting a parasite. Londo's getting a parasite.
Hello, Captain. I hope you don't mind my
Esther.
stopping by to visit. I told the staff we were such good friends, like Holmes and Watson, Rebo and Zudi.
Fire and water, snake and mongoose.
I want to know if my lover was one of the telepaths you used to disable the fleet in your
Where?
little war.
Where's my girlfriend?
Because if she was, and if she was killed because of it, you have to understand that you will not leave this room alive.
Yes, I love Bester.
Carolyn's still back at Babylon 5. She'll be transferred here as soon as things settle down.
Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me yet. We're not done. See, I know you. Even with Clark gone, you'll keep moving your telepaths into positions of power. And then when the time is right, you'll try and take over the government.
You're delusional, Captain.
Oh, you'll wait a few
He
years.
doesn't want to run the government. He
Then
has
you'll
more
start a war
power.
between the telepaths and normals.
I don't think he wants to
Assuming you make
control
it
the
that far.
government. Not directly.
See, Mr. Garibaldi is finishing up some personal business on Mars. Once it's done, I imagine he'll turn his attention to you. And to tell you the God's honest truth, I'd rather face those sharpshooters of yours than what he'll do when he finds you.
Garibaldi is
I
going
don't
to
know
bring.
exactly how he plans to settle the score, but I'm sure it'll be creative, colorful, and extremely unpleasant.
He's going to drop a anvil on his head, Looney Tunes style.
What you talking about?
And I'll let you walk out of here with your spine in one piece. Kill me.
What do you think I'm going to do?
Decide what you prefer. Now, do you want to die fast? Or do you want to spend the rest of your life eating all your meals through a straw?
So yes, you saved some lives. I'm not here to argue ethics with you, Captain.
That's because you have nothing to
Right or wrong,
argue.
You led an insurrection against your own government. That's mutiny at best. treason at worst.
So morally I was right, but politically I'm inconvenient.
Inconvenient doesn't even begin to cover it.
What do you want me to do?
I've scheduled a press conference for tomorrow morning. I want you there. The event will be covered on ISN. You'll explain that you did what you did for the good of Earth. But your conscience does not permit you to remain in Earth Force any longer. You'll tender your immediate resignation, and I'll see to it you will retain your military pension with full honors. And I'll guarantee amnesty for your officers and crew who served under you during this crisis.
And if I refuse?
You'll be dishonorably discharged, court-martialed, and brought to trial. Same for Ivanova and the rest of your staff. And I'll make sure that the military tribunal is stacked with generals from the shoot him category. Don't make the mistake of...
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
It isn't.
Oh, shit.
You have no other options.
Another reason, this ain't Star Trek. If this was Star Trek, Captain Picard would get a standing ovation and he'd get a medal and the Enterprise would be hailed as the greatest crew ever and they'd go back on their next adventure. Here, he did the right thing. He won and he's still getting shafted, treated like shit. And he's got to see that it's the same bullshit. I mean, it's not quite as bad as Clark, but I could see it getting there again with people like this in charge, basically threatening you like you're going to retire or we're going to court-martial you. And I'm going to make sure all the judges are the ones that want you dead. So you'll basically be killed. So toe the fucking line. It's the same shit he went through in the interrogation room. This ain't Star Trek, folks. And that's why it's so good.
Will you put the amnesty for my crew in writing? Then I'll resign.
That's fine. You'll just dress like a ranger, go do ranger shit. You don't need to be part of Earth Force. Hey, I've seen this shot before.
It's about time.
Please, back away from the door.
My hero! Yeah, I came for you. You'll be coming for me later. Bump. Ah, yeah, baby.
I wish Marcus could be here to see it.
Before he came to the Rangers was not a happy one. He blamed himself for the death of his brother, so many others.
Yes.
Perhaps saving Ivanova was the only way he could find peace.
I said the same thing. Basically, the same thing.
I and my fellow officers had to choose between what we were told was right and what we believed was right. And now I take full responsibility for those decisions. And now for my love of Earth, I find I must walk away from my love of duty. My presence would be a constant reminder of what has divided us, instead of that which brings us together. And for that reason, and President Lutsenko's generous offer of amnesty for all those who served under me, I am announcing my resignation from Earth Force.
To commemorate this very special day, the League of Non-Aligned Worlds asked to address this gathering. Ambassador.
We've made our own group, and Sheridan's going to be the head of it. Ha ha! Suck it, Earth.
We have voted to dissolve the League of Non-Aligned Worlds and create a new alliance based on mutual cooperation and respect.
Central to this process is a group of humans and Minbari, trained to work together and dedicated to the higher principles of duty, honor, and peace. They have been entrusted with the most advanced fleet of ships in existence, now that the first ones have left us.
Oh.
My people, they are called the Anla Shah.
Little show of power?
They are called the Rangers.
It's an invaded fleet. Somebody get the weapons back up and running.
They come in peace and will stay only where they are invited to stay.
Uh-huh.
They will help
Sure.
protect you from raiders and invasion by other races. They will work with your military to strengthen your borders. But understand that they will do so equally and fairly. If you are planning a war of aggression against your neighbors, the Rangers will hear about it, and so will your neighbors. If other worlds in the Alliance choose to intervene on behalf of those being attacked, the Rangers will provide the information, but will not intervene directly. If you accept, we believe it will signal a new age of peace and prosperity.
Now, I love the Rangers, and I trust Delenn for the most part. But you have to acknowledge how that just looked. We're here. We've made a new alliance. Here's all of our badass ships flying over your airspace. And you don't have to join us. And we'll leave. We'll leave. Wink, wink, wink. Like, that was low-key kind of a threat with the music and her speech. Like, that would rub me a little bit the wrong way. I'm just throwing that out there. All right. I know they don't mean anything by it, but as a outsider looking in who doesn't know what I know because I'm watching a TV show, I would have low-key considered that a threat. Honestly.
If we decide to pursue this, who should we negotiate with? You?
No.
No.
The three of us make up the advisory board of the new alliance. We have our duly elected president.
Sheridan?
And where can I find this president?
You!
Funny thing about retiring.
You no sooner pick out the places you want to go on vacation than someone comes at you with another job offer.
Where's the certificate of amnesty?
Oh, that. I gave copies of that to the reporters outside, and the original is someplace safe.
Dad!
Hey, Dad.
I love you, my man! Give me that hug!
Oh, are you okay?
Fine, I'm fine.
Yeah?
As soon as you got out, they started being real nice to me all of a sudden. I figured out they were on the wrong side and there'd be hell to pay if anything happened.
Oh, you bet.
In related Babylon 5 news, in one of his last acts as an officer in Earth Force, Captain John Sheridan promoted Susan Ivanova to the rank of full captain. Citing the death of a close friend and other personal reasons, Captain Ivanova has asked for and received a transfer to one of the new Warlock-class destroyers for a one-year shakedown cruise.
Oh. So, how does it feel to make history, hmm?
You do not make history. You can only hope to survive it.
G'Kar, you are a depressing person.
No, I love it.
And stop eating that. You don't even know what it is.
Something called rice.
Yes. And if it were very good, do you think they would have been standing there throwing it at people? As marriage ceremonies go, the humans are very strange indeed. Still, they are quite a couple, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Almost makes you wish that you could peek in on them.
I
How it's going?
No. Because I know how it's going.
G'Kar, the artificial eye that Dr. Franklin gave you, where is it?
Did you leave it in their room so you can spy? You dirty old man. Jakar.
The end of the Earth
That is, that's low down dirty, man.
And it was the dawn of a new age. The next 20 years would see great changes, great joy, and great sorrow.
Are we doing a 20-year jump for the next episode?
The Drakk War.
I'll be right back with you. That was Babylon 5, Season 4, Episode 21. A new alliance has been formed, and Sheridan is the president of that new alliance. And of course, Earth had to join the alliance. They didn't really have a choice, in my opinion. There was a great show of force and power right before they decided to join. So was their hand slightly pushed? Maybe. But like I said, I trust Delenn. I trust Sheridan. I trust the new alliance. So it's not a bad thing, but I could see how some people on Earth might think it could be a bad thing, but I'm glad they signed it and they joined up, and we're moving on from that. Ivanova is going to become a captain of her own ship for a year. And the end of the episode, Delenn talked about over the next 20 years, this and that. I do know that they thought this was going to be probably the last season. So that's probably just a nice little wrap up to what could happen. And this really did seem like the end of the show in a lot of ways, but there's still one episode left in season 4, and there's season 5. So it's definitely not the end, but it could have been a nice little wrapped up end to the show. And I do appreciate that. But overall, this was just a episode of crossing your T's, dotting your I's and lowercase J's, and just really wrapping up a lot of loose ends. We had Bester asking about his girlfriend and how he would kill Sheridan if she was dead, but she's not. And Sheridan's right. Garibaldi's coming for you, Bester. He's going to drop an anvil on your head. He's going to paint a tunnel on a wall. He's going to go Looney Tunes on your ass. And I said that in the episode, and then later in that episode, Garibaldi put a box with a button on it that made the Porky Pig sound like, what the hell? I love you, Garibaldi. You are a Looney Tunes character. You should have been a Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You'd have fit right in. But yeah, that was a pretty damn good episode, and it made everything seem like it's gonna be okay through the ups and the downs. Babylon 5 will endure. The alliance they've created will endure. We're gonna be okay, folks. The universe is gonna be okay. You're okay. I'm okay. Everything's okay. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. So we have one episode left, so I'm going to get right into it. But before I do, come on this journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega signing off.